Hi there, Sandra here from Cupola Corner. Welcome to Techniques for Tags number 4, Spritzing with Distress ink. Today I'm going to show you some tags that I made with the Creative Memories 3-in-1 bevel tag punch and the two-way corner rounder punch. There are links to these punches in the description below, and the links will take you to my Creative Memories site. This tag punch is very versatile. It makes tags in 3 different sizes. Rounding out the bottom corners of your tags is optional. There are lots of different corner punches out there that work really great for tag making. I'm super excited to show you the spritzing technique that I use to make these tags. It is easy and lots of fun. You're going to need 110-pound cardstock cut into 4 1/4 by 2.5 inch pieces. You can punch your tags before or after you spritz. The heavier weight is important with this technique as the tags will get wet and the 110-pound cardstock will dry flat. You'll also need something for your tag tails and, if you wish, embellishments for your tags. You're also going to need some Distress ink re-inkers. I used 3 colors for this demonstration. These are a liquid dye ink and it's available from Ranger. You're also going to need some little spritzer or mister bottles. I used the Ranger Ink Essentials mini misters and they worked great. You will need something to cover your workspace. I used a craft mat and a sheet of cardstock, and cleanup can be done with baby wipes or water. You need to dilute the ink before using it. Put 1 full dropper of ink into the mini mister and then fill it up with water. That's about a 1:4 or a 1:5 ratio, i.e. 1 part ink to 4 or 5 parts water. And then you're ready to spritz. You can spritz on a dry or wet tag. If you wet the tag first, lightly mist it with water. The advantage to working on a wet tag is that you can use multiple colors in succession without waiting for the ink to dry. I prefer working on a dry tag and waiting for the ink to dry before I add the next color. It doesn't take dye ink long to dry, and this spritzing technique is not really a blending technique, but successive colors will reactivate what you've already applied, so you do get some blending. Working on a dry tag helps to ensure that you see all of your colors and not a soupy mix. Practice spritzing before you commit to your tags. The higher you hold the mister, the less blotching you're going to get and a more even spread of the ink. If you like the blotchy look, go for it. Play around a bit and see what you like. One of the tips I would have is make sure that your finger is pointing the same direction as the spritzer hole. And just spritz. There you have nice light spritzing from up fairly high. I'll show you one down a little bit closer. So if you're down closer, you're going to get more intense, but also some blotching in the center. Okay, we'll try some of the blue. Again, making sure that I'm pointing the right way. And I'll try this one from up high. There you get it, just a little bit of tiny blotches with that one. So as I said, just play around a little bit and see what you like, and start spritzing. Your spritzing tags will look great with just some random spritzing on them, or you can embellish them like this one. I just put some paper flowers and some feathers on it. You can also put them into an embossing folder. So all I did here was I took the dried spritzed tag, put it in the embossing folder for my Cuttlebug, ran it through. If you've got a Sizzix or some other similar machine, you can do some embossing, and that looks really cool as well. The other thing you can try is some stenciling. Now for this one, what I did was I put down a base coat of light purple, so nice and high, spritzing, and then I, after it dried, I laid the stencil down and redid it with the purple, which is how these darker spots get in with the purple. This one here was on white with a single stencil, and I used 2 colors, let them dry between, left the stencil on, and then lifted it off for that one. This one here, I just did the stenciling on a white base. So I just laid the stencil down and spritzed. Here we've got a blue base, let it dry, stencil with the purple through the feather stencil. And with this one, similar, a purple base but with the blue stenciling. And I tried a couple with layers. I used the Tim Holtz layering stencils, and I used 3 colors, 3 stencils, and let it dry between each application of a new color and a new stencil. And these two, I used the cardstock that I had covering my workspace and cut out some of the tags from it. I thought it looked really cool when I was finished, and it certainly made some funky looking tags. Just a tip for using stencils. I would take some repositionable tape runner to hold your stencil flat on your work surface, and then lay your stencil down wherever you want it. Put a piece of tape across the top, just above where your workspace is, so that you can kind of lift up and remove the stencil without smearing it. These are some of the ones that I use, the Raise One, Burlap, and Clockwork. All really nice stencils to use. So we would really love for you to join us in Cupola Corner's Coffee and Cards Facebook group. We're creating a sharing and caring community of people who like to make cards and, of course, tags. Tag Tuesday is a regular feature, and we'd love to see your tags. Check out the Coffee and Cards link in the description below. I hope that you have fun making some spritzy tags. Remember to check out the other videos in the Techniques for Tags series. Take care, see you soon, and happy tag making!